devotees they expect. So first of all, we will have, because I also, because many devotees they are senior to me, like Avtari Chaitanya Prabhu, Srikant Prabhu, and both of them I know they are very senior to me. Uh, yes, both of them I know just by seeing video. Might be I might be knowing more devotees, but still officially we'll have each other's introduction. So I will begin. So we'll have some introduction in a very interesting way. And so I will give first of all my introduction. And so as we are meeting online, so we all of us we know each other's name. And each other's names are visible here on the screen. So we'll tell that what services we are doing currently. And like you can tell what services you are doing here in temple and outside world. And you have two services all of you are doing. I will tell what services I am doing in temple and before what services I did before joining temple. And after that, you can tell why what is your expectation from this learning the course which you are doing. So in that, by knowing that, then I can give my best and to achieve your goal and to achieve your purpose and for which you are doing this course. That you can tell as a second number. And third number, you can tell me the name of sweet prasad and which you like. And uh, anything. If somebody doesn't like sweet, you can tell that special item, namkeen item, or just you accept anything. And you are very advanced Vaishnava, doesn't differentiate between whatever is in your, you have freedom, anything. And I'm okay with anything. And whatever prasadam item you like, that you can mention. So I will begin with myself. And so as you might be seeing my name on the screen, that my name is Anant Vijay Das. So before I came in touch with devotees in 2010. And uh, I came very early, but I started 16 rounds from 2010 when I was working in Pune only, in Hinjewadi, and in TCS. And after that, slowly, as I was not connected with the training model of Radhesham Prabhu, and when I am studying my engineering, so it took me more time. It took me more time for training myself and understanding the principles of Krishna consciousness. And so then after joining, I was in management services. Then first year I was in PDC. I joined in 2014. Then after that, 1 year, 15, I completed my PDC, the foundational course for Brahmachari Ashram. Then after that, 1 2 years I was in fund collection department, Bhishma department. That was the startup department in temple, Bhishma department. And by seeing it was very successful in Juhu and Pandharpur. So I was there assisting His Grace Varadaraj Prabhu. Varadaraj Prabhu was HOD for that startup department, Bhishma department. And then after that, uh, I and my parents came here in NVCC. Then I went shifted to Kunje Vihari. There 2 years I did Brahmachari Ashram. There is one department who maintains brahmacharis in ashram. So I was HOD for that department 2 years in Kunje Vihari. Then I was HOD for kitchen department in Kunje Vihari. Then after returning from Kunje Vihari, went to temple separated. Then of around 3 years, I was HOD. serving HOD. In NVCC, there are many HODs. In kitchen is very big department. At that time, Food for Life also was not there. So mainly our community kitchen was there. So in 2 3 years I was there in kitchen, and after that, from last 2 years, I'm teaching IDC and Bhakti Shastri, and myself doing Bhakti Vedanta here only, Bhakti Vedanta Raj Vidyalaya. And I like I understood that I like teaching and I can develop this service. So I'm learning many things which helps in teaching, like Sanskrit and all. But I just began. Slowly I will develop. These are services I'm doing, and so I'm teaching because I, for my own benefits, I'm little selfish in that, and I get the opportunity to read more if I took this service. Uh, So I get opportunity to read the commentaries of Acharya. And in my personal life, whatever 8 10 years I spent in ashram before accepting this service. I, especially in personal life, I read the full commentaries of Bhagavad Gita of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan, and also for Bhagavad Gita, and also for Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. I read that translations of Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and they have commented on the Mool Shlokas of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, especially in my personal life, uh, I took a lot of help from the lessons of the Acharya. So, I took this service as a teaching. And in Prasadam, I like jalebi in the sweet. So, this is all about myself. And Shrikant Pro, you can decide now how we'll go ahead, who will give the sequence. You can decide how we'll go ahead, which devotee will give first.
We can go alphabetically.
Yes, whatever on my screen. Yes, Amrita Chaudhary, Mataji. Huh. Yes,
Prabhu,
Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
Myself, Rita Chaudhary. After marriage, I had ISKCON because my husband is Prabhuji is before joined in ISKCON in Bangalore VIT College through Vyasacharya Prabhu and Balagovinda Prabhu. And after marriage, I took little bit struggle in joining ISKCON, but after that, I smoothly catch up, and because of association of devotee. And from 2015, I am doing 16 round chanting. And because my husband posted in many various states, so we did so many seva in various temples like cooking seva and youth preaching seva are there. Now we are in Saudi Arabia, Dizan city, and we started little bit program here also. And here weekend is on Friday, so Friday we are doing. Yesterday also we did Gaur Purnima festival here in a small scale, but it was very nice. And myself, I had did MSc, MSc in um, geology science, and B.Ed also. My background is teaching background. Before 6 year, I was in teaching job, but now I had quit. Now I am as a housewife and doing sales services. But from last 1 year, I am missing temple service because here we are not getting too much association. We are behind to get association. And my favorite sweet is kheer. I think.
Thank you, Mataji.
I hope I everything.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji, for your introduction. Mataji, one thing, what is your purpose in doing this course that
Yes.
you forward?
From this course, I want to I want to know more about Krishna and their devotees, and how to surrender unto Krishna is my main purpose.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Archana Puram Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Same story like Mataji. My husband had joined first in 2017. Then slowly, even I have joined him. Started chanting 16 round from 2020. And presently in Radha Kunjvari temple, Saturday Seva hai. Radha Rani's kitchen margin. And I've joined this class because I'm fond of listening to lectures. But reading, I lag behind. So I thought of that. If you join this class, I'll start reading and studying scriptures. And in this way, I joined this class. And lastly, I love rice kheer as a sweet.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you. After that, Avatari Chaitanya Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So happy to see you, Prabhu, and so happy to see you conduct this course in this way, Prabhu. I think it will be very interesting, Prabhu. You are making it very
You
interesting.
give your blessing, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, what,
You are
Prabhu?
very senior.
Prabhuji, I'm Avatari Chaitanya Das. Until last year, I was in Pune. Last year, I shifted to Bangalore because of my work, for my work. In Pune, I was living close to the temple, Prabhu. So everything was very ecstatic, having darshan of their lordships and wonderful association of devotees. One service that I've relished the most in the last few years was serving Chaitanya Charan Prabhu as his editor, Prabhu. Several books I got an opportunity to edit. Last few years, I'm getting services from Bhaktivedanta Research Center. Many of the books that they are publishing, I'm getting an opportunity to edit that. So this course, actually, Prabhu, I had almost completed Bhakti Shastri many years ago. The open book exam I could never give open book assessment. So I thought, okay, let me start again. My main purpose over here, Prabhu, now I'm in Bangalore. I'm associated with a center, with Akshar Yoga Center in Whitefield. Please come here sometime, Prabhu. We will be very happy to have your association. So back in services, Prabhu, I'm connected with the center rendering, and we have started a home program now again over here. So my main purpose, Prabhu, is to get, unless and until we hear, and especially live classes, it's not possible to give. So this is my source of getting, Prabhu. So this is my weekly satsang program for hearing, and I look forward, Prabhu. I would have loved to read commentaries of Acharyas, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan, and even Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. I'm eagerly looking forward to more insights about the next few chapters in Bhagavad Gita, Prabhu. My favorite, and many times, Prabhu, we get a brown liquid in the temple. I think it's called Firni. So I like
yes.
it.
Chocolate.
I like it a lot, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Any flavors like Srikant Prabhu told that it's chocolate filling.
Same here, Prabhu. Same here.
Yes.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu, for your introduction. Hemavarna Lalita Mataji. Hemavarna Lalita Mataji, are you there? We will go ahead. Ishay Mataji. Prabhuji. Mataji. Ishay Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
Yes.
so I'm also introduced by my Prabhuji. I'm chanting in rounds since 2015. And what else? For Sevas, we stay near NVCC, so we are engaged in jewelry back in NVCC. And sweet, I like all sweets, Prabhuji. Everything. Main purpose for attending this class was there are many reasons actually. So one is you have a systematic study of Bhagavad Gita. then there is a regular reading which is happening. Otherwise, I am very lazy. I don't know how much I'll do on my own. So wherever I get to attend classes, I go and attend. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, for your introduction. Muskan Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. Prabhuji, actually, I don't know the question. I have just joined the class. Sorry for
You can
coming.
hear one introduction, and in same way, there are 3 points in the introduction. You can
Okay.
repeat. Okay.
Okay,
You can
so
hear one. You can be online. You hear from other devotees and you repeat in the same way. We'll
okay,
come
okay,
back to you. Yes.
okay, thank you.
Thank you. Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. Myself Priya Dikhangi. I live near NVCC Prabhuji. I am doing Garland Seva in NVCC Prabhuji. Currently, I am pursuing BA first year. And my purpose is to understand about Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. BA first year.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Thank you. Sweet. You forgot Mataji.
Prabhuji Gulab Jamun.
Okay. Thank you. Harish.
Prabhuji, now should I
Okay,
tell?
you want to give? Yes. Continue.
Okay, so Prabhuji, my name is Muskan Chadda, and the services that I do is basically since temple is far from my house, so I do all the online services like making PPT, digital posters, and making quiz. I'm quite good in digital things, and I am a teacher, PPRT teacher in the Millennium School, and sweet I like the most is rasmalai.
Very much. Thank you. What is your subject which you teach?
But I am mother teacher,
Okay.
so all subject basically.
Okay. Also, thank you. And one more thing which you forgot, Mataji, is that what is the purpose you have here while doing this course? Yes.
Prabhuji, I like studies, so basically systematic studies.
Mhm.
And I am also teacher, so I really like reading books.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Harish. Yeah. Priya Mataji, we covered, no? Sharad Murari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. I'm Sharad Murari Das. Previously, I have served as ENS coordinator before marriage, and after marriage, I could not continue the seva. So after marriage, I did transcription of Maharaj lecture, Radhanath Swami Maharaj lecture for some time. The seva is completed, and now I mostly serve in temple with counselor group. Whichever services gets assigned, I'll serve there. From material life perspective, I am a software engineer working in JP Morgan. I joined this course so that I can study in detail Prabhupada's purport and all. While self-studying, many things I was missing, and even shlokas, the connection between the shlokas that I could not relate. So by joining this course, systematic studies happening. So that was the purpose, and it is getting fulfilled. From sweet perspective, I like gulab jamun the most.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Bullets. Yes. Harish. Srikant Pro. Srikant Puram Pro. Another Srikant Pro.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam.
Harish.
I'm Srikant Puram. I was ISKCON from 2017. I am under the guidance of Kadam Krishnadas Prabhu. I'm in service in Radha Krishna Temple, Radha Kunja Bihari. Whatever service is assigned to me, I do it. We are conducting home programs of Bhagavad Gita classes, which is conducted by Panchatattva Prabhu in our premises. My actual background is catering background. I have done my diploma in hotel management, and I have joined this to have a deep study in Bhagavad Gita, so that I can overcome the difficulties which arise during preaching. I'm not a great preacher, but whatever I do, there are some difficulties which I can overcome from this class. And my favorite sweet is Ras Malai.
You are expert, Prabhuji. You are in that business only, catering business. You make all sweets.
Yes, yes,
Yes, Hare
yes,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank Hare.
Hare Krishna. Srimati Vasuda Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranams Prabhu. My name is Srimati Vasuda Devi Dhase. Prabhu, I'm not good in English. But
Hindi you can tell.
What, Prabhu?
Are you from South India?
Yes, Prabhu. I am from Tamil
Okay.
Nadu. I can
I
understand.
don't know Tamil. Huh?
I was entered in 2012.
You can think, Mataji. You can write also. You can send a message. We'll go ahead.
Sir, I know I will speak, but it's
Okay.
written.
Yes. I'm okay. I'm also not good in anything, but still I am doing some service. You can tell, Mataji. Yes. Whatever broken English you know, if you are comfortable. Otherwise, you can send in chat also. I am okay with anything. What? You can continue. What? You can continue. You can tell now.
I was entered in 2012, Prabhu, in ISKCON. Because of my
Yes.
brother's mercy, I entered.
Mhm.
I did many surveys. I learned many things about so many Matajis. After my shifted in Chennai, so there also I learned many things. Now, last year we shifted here, Prabhu. You know my brother very well, I think. Madhavacharan Prabhu.
Yes, he's very nice. He's in charge for me.
Yes, Prabhu.
Uh,
Last year we shifted here because of my
uh,
son's. My
Yes.
graduate MSc Computer Science.
Yes.
The purpose of I joined this course is I want to learn many things, Prabhu. I'm zero in
Yeah.
philosophy. So I want to learn things. So one more, I want to take second initiation also. So that's why I joined.
Very nice.
Favorite dish is Rasgulla, Prabhu.
No, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Sundari Subhadra Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranams. Prabhuji, my name is Sundari Subhadra Dasi. I recently got initiated. Before that, I got connected to ISKCON in the year 2001 in Amravati. Not connected actually, it was some accidental visit to the temple somehow. A friend of mine, in the morning, we used to have tuition classes. So she fled with her boyfriend, and being a loyal friend, I could not go back to my home. So I was asked by my friend that you stay here till I don't get back to home. So I just got to hear Govinda Madi Purusham morning Aarti from the surrounding. So I was very curious that in our place, like totally Maharashtrian residences are there, and from where come this English Aarti is there? I understood that some shlokas are there, but I was not clear what is that. So that curiosity drove me to temple. And it was then when I started visiting temple. It was not regular because I didn't got any mentor there. Somehow in the year 2008, I was curious to understand that if I can offer some dress which is sewed by me or prepared by me, and will that be accepted? So I was very challenging at that time. I went and I asked like if I can offer something, and it was told that you can give Lakshmi. So I was very rude an arrogant student. So I said, no, I will not give Lakshmi. What is the guarantee that you will put that in Krishna's dress? So I want to give dress only. So Prabhuji was very merciful, and that was the turning point. And he connected me to my mentor. So since 2009, I was regular with my chanting. By 2010, I was chanting 16 rounds. Then I did all the services that were given by my mentor at that time. Maybe book distribution, maybe garland making, maybe kitchen seva, little bit of everything I used to do because I was working then. I worked as an assistant professor in my material life by that time. So somehow every day before going to college, I used to visit the temple, have the darshans. And my favorite, till now, I miss that. My favorite sweet was kheer prasadam because every day I used to get a bit of it in the morning itself, which I miss now terribly. And then by the evening, I used to come, I used to chant my rounds, and whatever seva little bit I used to get, maybe sweeping or anything given by any senior devotee, I used to do that. By the year 2013, I got married. The situations were not really favorable. I got a lot of separation. Somehow I connected back during COVID. So that was again a turning point because COVID gave me this online platform. And by Guru Maharaj's mercy and my mentor's mercy, I got initiated. I can't go to temple personally too much, some restrictions, due to some restrictions. But I do some online services, like I take lectures for girls and Matajis. For girls, it is in English, I take once weekly. And for the girls in Hindi, I take once in weekly and Bhagavad Gita classes. And apart from that, whatever seva like transcription or sometimes video editing seva, we are mostly connected with the Padayatra seva by Guru Maharaj. So whatever little bit seva in that I get, I try to do from home, Prabhuji. And
Thank
that
you.
is all. And my purpose of joining this Bhakti Shastri was because of my conditioning as a homemaker. I was not able to dedicate proper time to my reading. I was not able to regulate myself, and I was having no association. So my mentor said that I'm not able to make the progress that I should do. So she said, like, as I am already taking classes and all, it's good for me that I should go with Bhakti Shastri, and it is good for my spiritual growth as well. And I also find myself very privileged that I'm now able to keep myself on track with my reading, and I'm learning a lot because I have missed all this association throughout these years. So it's a great opportunity for me to have that wonderful association of devotees and having a discussion sitting at home, and it's mercy of Gurudev. So this is my purpose, to get associated, to get more learnings, and to be little developed in my conditioning so that I will be able to serve my Guru and my mentor.
Thank you, Maharaj, Mataji, for your detailed and systematic introduction. From your introduction, I came to know you are a very blood teacher, and you are the professor, assistant professor before.
Sorry, Prabhuji, if I did it wrong.
No. I am okay. Just I am.
That is natural,
I just
Prabhuji. I
told.
sometimes
Yes,
talk a lot.
I told to appreciate you. Yes, appreciate your qualities. In which field you taught, Mataji? What was the field you worked
Prabhuji,
as?
yeah.
What was the
My
subject?
basic education is MSc chemistry, and
Okay.
I have done MPhil in chemistry. But because of my extra things, I was given the subject called DLS, Development of Life Skills.
Okay.
So I used to teach chemistry also, and I used to teach life skills also.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. Harish. Harish. Yashraj Singh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, my voice is clear to you. Actually, I am in the
Yes,
train,
yes.
so there is a lots of background noise.
No, it is
Yeah,
very clear, Prabhuji. Yes.
yeah. Maybe. So, Prabhuji, my name is Yashras Bess, and I was connected in 2020 during the call lockdown. And Prabhuji, I was chanting 16 round till 2022, and the purpose of joining this course is I want to read Bhagavad Gita systematically. Actually, I read Bhagavad Gita so many times, but I want to learn systematically, like connection of shloka and how can we use the shloka in our practical way. Which shloka we can use in our day-to-day life, and how can we preach. And in the temple, actually, I was shifted Pune in 2022. But before that, so my voice lag. Yeah, all this
Yashraj Prabhu, you can send in chat, Prabhu. Now we realize you are in train. Before we couldn't understand. You can send your introduction in chat. 3 points. Sorry, Prabhu. Go ahead. Over.
Prabhuji,
But still, many devotees
I'm
are
left.
remaining. Some devotees
Prabhuji,
came
I'm left.
late.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Dandat Pranam, Prabhuji.
what is it? Yes, please tell me. Who? What
Prabhuji,
is your name?
you know me by face and you know me
Oh,
regular visitor
your
of
now some light is not coming. I couldn't see your video. I
yeah,
have pinned
I don't
you.
know. Can you see me?
On your face, light should come.
Now you can see me.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Dandot Pranam, Prabhu.
Dandat
Yes, Prabhu.
Pranam.
You are the Yogacharya. Yes, Prabhu.
I am trying to learn the contents of Bhagavad Gita, like shlokas and practical
Yes.
implementations of whatever is
Yes.
mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. And
Yes.
I was working as a professor, or you can say as a teacher in Mumbai. I worked for around 25, more than 25 years. And
Yes.
here in Pune also, I have worked with some of the well-known school and college students. Now I'm residing in Pune for last 10, 11 years. I started my chanting in 2013. I got attracted by the kirtan of His Grace Vibhav Krishna Prabhu. He was playing the kirtan in Kunj Bihari temple, and I was sitting in the His Grace Daujinitai Prabhu's class, counseling meeting. So somehow I used to escape from the class and I used to enter in the kirtan. And the best attraction for me is eating. So I got attracted towards prasadam initially in 2013. And then this, after purchasing the flat in Undri area, this NVCC has come. And I started, His Grace Daujinta Prabhuji has guided me wonderfully how to start this 14 rounds chanting. And he started my chanting of 16 rounds, on Janmashtami day, 2014 Janmashtami. He guided so nicely, so beautifully how to chant. So I'm sincerely grateful to him for whatever mercy he has showered upon me all the time. And my special sweet is rabdi, and this ras malai, like this. So I can speak a lot, but
Rabdi and Malpua.
Malpua
Only
also.
Rabdi. Okay. Yes.
Malpua is available rarely. Rabdi is available frequently.
Oh, easy to
So,
make. Yes.
yeah.
Now
I
number of devotees are increasing in
yeah,
temple. Very difficult to make sweets like Malpua and all. Yes.
it's very difficult now to, even if you want to chant in Bhaktivedanta hall, you cannot. They have become very strict about everything.
Vedanta hall.
Strictness means, yeah, strictness means
When?
temple hall, down temple hall will be open only when there is some function, some occasion. Like I used to visit regularly and used to chant in that ground. But I feel NVCC is like close to my heart from every point of view. It is like my home, where I can.
We have to compromise when we are getting
Now I have to obey whatever the Lord has put the restriction.
Yes.
We have to see Krishna's hand in every situation, and we have to accept the situation. But still, the devotees are very merciful. They do the favor. They give me sometimes leaves of the lotus feet of the Lord, flowers, Mahaprasadam. So I am protected when I am among the devotees, surrounded by the devotees.
Yes. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, bro. Thank you for your introduction and realization. You told your purpose in the beginning, but it couldn't register me. Can you repeat just once, please?
My purpose is to understand the contents of Bhagavad Gita in a proper manner, in a proper chronological order, as well as from the knowledge point of view and how it can be implied practically in my life. Like very simple in Bhagavad Gita, Lord has told that we should speak sweetly, we shouldn't speak harsh words which are not liked by the other people. So whenever it comes, like if I have to speak something harsh to someone, I feel like I should react. And then I go back to that shloka, what has been told by the God. God has told that you should behave this way. So I just try to restrict myself. Like there is 1.18.48 shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. So in that shloka, it is given, in that means implementing part is the most important part. That is what I feel. Even if you forget the shloka, but if you have taken the summary of shloka, what you are supposed to do. So that will help me in my surrendering process. That will help me in removing my all anarthas. That may help in developing good qualities in me. And because of these things, I can be Krishna consciousness. I can be Krishna conscious. So if I'm Krishna consciousness, I'll be at peace. And I can preach also. I do seva on bookstall exactly in front of the Shishi Radha Vrindavan Chandra temple hall. I started my spiritual journey from that place only. I used to distribute the books with His Grace Braj Prasad Prabhu. We both used to keep the books on the table, and then after the book distribution, we used to push that table to the right hand side of the editor, where the backup is going on. So today also, I sit there only. My favorite seva is book distribution, preaching, and currently got specific instructions from the Maharaj for Pandharpur Seva, book distribution, funds collection. So I'm trying for it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Harish.
Harish.
I think we covered the list. Yashraj Prabhu has sent text message. I will read. I think we covered that. But Rahul Prabhu, I think you joined late. Rahul Sinha Prabhu. You are not given, no?
Yes,
Have you
Prabhuji.
spoken?
No, Prabhuji, I was a bit late for the class.
Yes. You understood, Prabhuji, how you have to introduce yourself?
Yes, Prabhuji, I haven't introduced myself yet.
But how you have to introduce, that way you understood? By
Yes,
listening
Prabhuji.
from devotees.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Starts. Yeah. You have to give your yes.
So Prabhuji, as you are already aware of my name, it's Rahul Sinha, and right now the services that I've been engaged in the Noida temple in Delhi. So I'm under the guidance of His Grace Pundrik Vidyanidhi Prabhuji, and he looks into the service of His Grace Loknath Swami Maharaj for the Padyatra Press. So majorly, I've been involved into his book distributions and setting up stalls in different places wherever the Maharaj conducts some sort of any program. And apart from that, I also assist some devotee with preaching in schools and universities throughout the year, and book distribution also. And apart from that, if I talk about my job, then currently I'm working in a US fintech company as an analyst. And the reason why I wanted to join Bhakti Shastri class was, the first thing was to understand Bhagavad Gita properly, because we've been reading different slokas of Bhagavad Gita, but not in a chronological order. So it's one of the major reasons that I wanted to go through all the slokas text by text, pages by pages, under a proper guidance. And secondly, the other reason is that I wanted to reflect on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita more practically in my life as I go ahead. And also, it's going to help me in somewhere in preaching in the future. My favorite sweet is rasmalai, and during the festivals, I also enjoy eating gulab jamuns.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then Ravi Roshan Prabhu, I think you also have not spoken. Ravi Prabhu, are you there? Okay. And
Yes, bro. Hare Krishna, bro.
Hare
So,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, my name is Ravi Roshan Kumar. I am from Nalanda, Bihar, and I have passed out from an IT Rourkela Voice 2024. And from that time, like, I didn't apply for any campus placement because I had a very bad idea and impression about private companies, doing job for private company. In my internships and all. So right now I'm working on my own startup, and right now I'm living in RBC yoga only, like RBC yoga. You might know the third floor, BMS floor through.
Yes, I know, bro. I know. Yes.
Yes, bro. So I live there only, and yeah, currently I'm also helping in. I'm able to help in campus, means the temple campus preaching, and sometimes uh, like yeah, the classes happens in the, and some book distribution also. Like right now I'm in book distribution area because it's weekend, and on weekends only we come here like party Udyan Banir. So ISKCON Banir, the Bardharaj Prabhu is working in ISKCON, working for ISKCON Banir. So I'm helping him also, and I am counselor of His Grace Darshat Prabhu. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Prabhuji, what is the purpose of your joining course?
Okay, so I wanted to continue actually after passing out from Rourkela Vice. I have like at that time I was thinking like I'm not going to continue like in voice or something. I will be in my home. So better to be connected through some course. So they very happily recommended my counselor. So I continue for this.
Yes. Yes, bro. Okay. Thank you, bro. And what is the sweet you like, Prabhuji? Sweet prasad.
Sweet prasad. Rasgulla.
Rasgulla. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ravi, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you. Harish. Then Hemavarna Mataji. Hemavarna Lalita Mataji. Are you there? Yes, ma'am. You can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams.
You have not spoken no, before?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. I am Hemavarna Lalita Devi Dasi from Tamil Nadu. I know about Krishna consciousness in 2008, Prabhu, but in full-fledged I joined by 2020 during Corona time. And also because of my daughter, that time she is doing her 6th standard, and she got very impressed in Krishna consciousness, and she started chanting in that age itself, nearly 25 to 30 rounds. And from the temple, they called me and my Prabhuji, and they told your daughter is doing so much bhakti, you are not doing anything. You have to follow what your daughter does. So simply you follow the instructions and guidelines of your daughter, then you come and meet me after 3 months. That way, temple president told Prabhu. So, and we are forced to come to Krishna consciousness. This is the real thing happened. Yeah.
Yes.
And, so I started chanting from that time itself. 16 rounds. It takes nearly 6 months, Prabhu, to chant 16 rounds. I started with only 2 rounds initially, but it takes nearly 6 months to complete completely chanting the 16 rounds. And um, some devotees from Chaupati temple, His Grace Keshav Chandra Prabhu came to our temple in Tamil Nadu. And already she is inspired by His Grace Shivram Prabhu's Kirtan. And she told, I want to talk to Prabhu, Shivram Prabhu. I want to ask some questions. I want to personally learn harmonium from him. You please guide me. She told like that. And immediately contact Shivram Prabhu, and she talked to him. And he told you can immediately join Bhakti Shastri course in our temple, and ask permission from our temple president. He told that she is so young, she is only doing 7th standard, how she can take the Bhakti Shastri course in this age. But Keshav Chandra Prabhu contacted our temple president, and they asked some few questions. And also they told she is a fit candidate, she can take the Bhakti Shastri course. And she completed the Bhakti Shastri in her 10th standard, Prabhu. Now she is doing 11th standard. Actually, in 10th, she finished her Bhakti Shastri. Because she finished Bhakti Shastri, the temple president asked me to do Bhakti Shastri. You must do Bhakti Shastri. Because your senior is inside your house, so you have to follow what she is doing. So you have, but my daughter told, because in our temple, Prabhu, most of the services we are doing is menial services only. They are, actually, I am working, I am an M pharmacy graduate. I am as a product executive in pharmaceutical department. So the year end, Prabhu, so now also I am in office only. Nearly it takes 8 o'clock to come to 4 because it is the year end. So, and she told to temple president, my mother can do Bhakti Shastri under the either Chaupati temple or Pune temple, because whenever Radhesham Prabhu visits Madurai, we used to go and see Prabhu, and he introduced he appointed one mentor from Pune temple. That is Her Grace Prem Bhakti Ras Mataji is my daughter's mentor, Prabhu. And we also visited 2 times Pune temple, last year and that the year before. So because of the mercy of many devotees, not so we are simply connected to many temples. That is all because of our temple president's acceptance. They accepted. Okay, you go and learn. You can, because in our temple they used to say you have to study from here only, but it is not systematic. Whenever she used to quote sloka, means she can talk more than 15 minutes because she used to hear Maharaj lectures, and we got initiated. Actually, she got through in the interviews. She only got initiated first. Then only at the neck of the moment only they decided. So you also, some people told, some senior mentors told in our temple, actually daughter is getting initiation. Why are you recommending her mother also? Because Prabhu told, that is temple president told, because of a force only she came to Krishna consciousness. So only I am not recommending your name. He told. Finally, we got initiation at the same time last year, Prabhu. And one of the main inspiration is my daughter only. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
thank you.
And
So what is your favorite sweet you have?
all sweets, Prabhu. All sweets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhu.
Mataji. Thank you. Very inspirational story. Your daughter is inspiring you. Thank you, Mataji. And okay, everybody is covered. I think how Shrikant bro, you are the host. That's why your name has not come. Yes, bro. Shrikant.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Nice to see you and thank you so much, Prabhu. So, Prabhuji, my name is Shrikant Aute, and I got connected to ISKCON during my college days in 2006 in MIT Pune. And since then, so I actually started doing seriously when I met His Grace Avtari Chaitanya Prabhu, Ramnitai Prabhu in Kunj Bihari, and started chanting 16 runs around 2009. And yes, Prabhu, I'm working right now in an IT industry, and yes, Prabhu, for services right now so by mercy of blessings of Avtari Chaitanya Prabhu, I'm doing one-time sessions in colleges, one-time programs, and sometimes for the Sankalpa camp and some preaching activities. And also being part of and helping the cultural activities at NVCC, like in dramas and Janmashtami cultural programs.
You are all-rounder, Prabhuji.
So what I joined this course, Prabhuji, mainly because I'd done the Bhagavad Gita course, but I wanted to I like these exams and all because that helps us, like motivates us to study more systematically, by heart the shlokas. And because I am such a person, being an engineer, I'll study when there is an exam. So I like that exam-oriented approach also. And definitely to understand what are the secrets in Bhagavad Gita, right? Through realizations of authorized teachers. So that was another purpose of joining. And sweets, Prabhuji, as everyone is telling their sweets, I'm imagining all of them, and I think all of them are my favorite and feeling hungry. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Shrikant. Is anybody left? As far as I remember, nobody has left. But because of mistake, somebody has left. They can raise hand.
We covered everything.
Okay. Yashraj Prabhu is in train, so he has sent by chat, so I will just read. So his name is Yashraj Prabhu, connected since 2020 and chanting 16 rounds from 22. Okay. ISKCON and my service is preaching you the distribution and is whatever senior gives and do. Okay. What is your purpose, Srikant Prabhu? You are not sent. What is your purpose in doing this course that you can send? And have you attended recent last month Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's class in Kunja Vihari? I think I was sitting just okay. Yes, yes, just near you. Yes, besides you. Thank you, bro. You can mention your purpose by chat. Okay. First of all, I thank all of you for giving your introduction. And the purpose of introduction to introduce ourselves to each other. And now from the questions, you can come to the conclusion what is secret of my size, the prasadam atom and the prasadam. So that was not the main purpose, but the purpose is how can I best serve all of you by this service in achieving your purpose for which you have joined this course. So as I want to just summarize all of your purpose of joining this course. So most of the devotees, they mentioned that they want to develop the habit of reading and they want to regulate their reading. That's why they join. Then another devotees, some 2-3 devotees, they mentioned that they want to know the insights from the acharyas. I think Avatari Chaitanya Prabhu also told this point, is that he wants to know the insights from the previous acharyas. And another thing is purpose, like this Rahul Prabhu and Vaikuntha Bihari Prabhu. They mentioned they like the applications, whatever applications they want to learn. So these are some different purposes. The main the focus is devotee wants to focus on the purports. They want to understand the purports and how the another is they want to read systematically this. And one devotee also mentioned, I think, devotee that he wants the link and flows. Somebody mentioned Sharad Murari Prabhu, I think. He mentioned he likes links between how the shlokas are connected, how the sections are there, systematic things. Many devotees use the word systematic. So what understanding all these purposes. So now what we will do, this is my opinion, that we'll read all the purports of Prabhupada. And like all of you might have heard that Prabhupada has summarized, he has kept all the commentaries in the front. Really, most of the things he has taken from the Baldev Vidyabhushan. But somewhere he has um, given some, like especially in the first 6 chapters, in purports, especially direct bhakti conclusions he has given, Prabhupada. But I will read his first purports. And I have read the commentaries of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Baldev Vidyabhushan. So whatever different points they have told, that I will just tell you. And some points are same in the sense that they mention the detail. Whatever Prabhupada has mentioned the conclusion part. But if we understand how that conclusion has come up, then most of the points of the Acharya's purport, they get automatically covered. If we understood the what is there in the Prabhupada purport, how it is connected to the verse, how it is connected to that section, then in broader sense that topic, and in another big bird with that whole 6 chapters of that Bhagavad Gita, many things get covered from the Acharyas. So whatever they are different. And also I have read the Surrender Unto Me also. So we'll try to cover and things from the Prabhupada, and then Surrender Unto Me. So whatever new things is there from Surrender to Me, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and Baldev Vidyabhushan. So that will solve all the devotees' purpose mainly. And then one thing is remaining is the application part. So regarding this application thing, mainly Chaitanya Charan Prabhu is very famous for making the things relevant to the audience. So I have heard the lectures of Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, and from that I will explain the application part. So these will be my sources for this course, and that will, I think, take care of all the devotees' purposes, and nobody will be left out, and nobody will be upset, and everybody's purpose will get cleared in this. So, what is anybody has any suggestion? This will be our plan. This will be like a blueprint, and what will be the how we'll go ahead in this course. So, is somebody purpose I have missed out? It is not been taken care in this our blueprint. Then you can tell that anything we can add, delete in this. This is my opinion. You can tell your opinion somebody has. Otherwise, we can go ahead. By this, we can please everybody. Okay. Thank you for agreeing with this. Then today, and one another favor I want all of you is that last year Maharaj gave us initiation, Brahman initiation. So what happens is that Brahman initiation, there is some specific time only that we have to chant these Gayatri mantras. According to our this astronomy, there is some the specific muhurtas of 48 minutes. In that only we have to chant Gayatri, but we are the preaching mission. So we can follow so rigid, we cannot follow so rigidly that astronomical thing. So whatever, when they are giving us initiation at that time, they have announced either you can follow 6 to 7 evening time, and for there are 3 times we have to do Gayatri, but I'm just telling specifically for evening time. In the period is either you follow this English clock or that Vedic astronomical clock. And so, so that Vedic time that also comes approximately evening 6 to 7. Like today, there is one application which tells the evening Sandhya time in mobile. Drig Panchang is the application. Like today, Dig Panchang shows, just I will open that today is 15th March. The sunset Sandhya is 6:20 to 7:08. As I told you, 48 minutes. 6:20 to 7:08 means 48 minutes. That is the Vedic. And generally, ISKCON, I don't know it is ISKCON standard or particularly His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj standard. But when one of his senior disciple from Chaupati, Sri Chaitanya Prabhu, and he was there when we are getting initiation. He was briefing us what are the rules of this chanting Gayatri mantra. So he told us that either you follow this Vedic or so. For that, what I will do is 1 hour. I take generally 10 minutes to chant, and everybody has different speeds. For me, I can cover up in 10 minutes. So I require 10 minutes break in between your class. So that's some special favor I require from all of you. So just now, today there are 15 minutes, 17 minutes with us. So now this first part I have over and I made the conclusion how we'll go ahead with this. Just I will now the 6:44, 6:43 some seconds, 6:44, 6:54 we will meet. And 6:54. And I have internet time. So 6:54, by that time I will just complete my Gayatri and we can continue. And I will give 10 minutes extra. We'll go till 7:40. And I will not lose. Okay. Sorry for disturbing you. Hare Krishna. We'll meet at 6:54. Especially first, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur introduced this concept of institution, and before him, that many people used to take this Babaji, Avesh, and they focus on the limbs of bhakti. And at that time, there was some conception that bhakti is a some kind of a otherworldly thing, and which people they do, and that was the conception. But Bhagavad Gita teaches us, especially the first 6 chapters, that how to balance, and how to include this our responsibility, our the day-to-day responsibility or our prescribed duty as a part of bhakti. So the Bhagavad Gita, especially like many senior devotees, that tells that teaches us how to live in this world. And Bhakti or Bhagavatam, and they tells us that how to leave this world. And so especially this is the many Gaudiya Vaishnavas before they hardly means before Bhakti Siddha used to read, but especially the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Baldev Vidya Bhushan, they have written the commentaries. But I heard from the senior devotees that especially regarding the Baldev Vidya Bhushan, that he has especially written the commentary on Bhagavad Gita to prove that our sampradaya is a authentic sampradaya. That was a need that the king of Jaipur, and he has told that Baldev Vidya Bhushan that you have to prove by writing the commentaries on the Vedanta Sutra on Bhagavad Gita to prove that your sampradaya is a authoritative sampradaya. That's why he has written like that. I have heard from devotees. I have not read anywhere. But so this was the purpose devotee they tell. And then especially the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has taught us how to read the Bhagavad Gita. So this was the mood of our acharyas. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told a very famous pastime. So anybody remembers that what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised us how, what will be the approach, how we will read Bhagavad Gita, or what approach we as a Gaudiya Vaishnava should have towards Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Srikant bro.
Is this the pastime where in South India there was a devotee who was not very literate, who could not pronounce the Sanskrit verses very properly, but just because his Guru Maharaj has instructed him to read it every day, he was reading it. Everyone was making fun of him, and still he had tears in his eyes. And when Mahaprabhu asked that, why is he crying? Is it because others are teasing? He said it's because he saw the cover page and he saw that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he himself is driving the chariot of his devotee. So that made him cry, saying that how such a great Lord is in service mood for his devotee. So we
Yes.
should
Yes.
read it in that.
Thank you, bro. I think all of you know this pastime, but so I will not go in the details of the pastime of South Indian Brahmana. And so just I will focus on the here our topic. Like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised us to read in a mood. What was his mood in approaching Bhagavad Gita? So in that mood, we'll approach the Bhagavad Gita and begin this study of Bhagavad Gita. And especially the conclusion of that pastime, I have noted down. So all of us will recite that, and we pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to South Indian Brahmana, and will offer our prayers, and so in a very right spirit, and so we'll begin our study of Bhagavad Gita. So there are three verses which I feel they are the essence of that conclusion, and where when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks him that what is the your realization after reading this Bhagavad Gita. These three verses mentions that realization. So just we'll begin. One thing Rukmini Vallabh told me that you recite verses also, that will recite after this. And he told me that all of you recite verses together. So I actually wondered, but just he called me when I was in hurry. So details I couldn't ask him, but in Zoom, according to my knowledge, that only one person, when one devotee is speaking, then another devotee's voice gets cancelled, I think. And only one devotee can speak at a time. Is it correct, Srikant Bro? How? Then how all of you recite those verses of your unit?
माइक बंद करके प्रभु.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, so
Everyone is on mute, and
okay.
And then when Prabhuji recites all the verses, along with him, we also recite on mute.
Okay, that's how you recite. So we'll follow the same thing. Like we who is speaking?
Yes, so Ravi Roshan. And one volunteer repeat after the speaker, probably. Like Rukmini Prabhu was reciting once, and then the volunteer, whoever is reading the purport, they were repeating the with them. We were also repeating, but on mute. They were repeat. I mean, the volunteer is repeating on is like mic only.
Yes, yes. Only one person follows him in a sense. Yes. Thank you, Ravi bro. So then, but like prayers only we will go. We will not follow this because daily we are going to pray to him. And every day we will seek his blessings of South Indian Brahmana and follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. So like prayers every day, like after prayers we had a big gap of introduction. So immediately after prayers I will add this into that only. Just 4 verses. So like prayers we will recite everybody. All of you can be on mute and I will recite. अर्जुनेर रथे कृष्ण हयरजूधर वसियाचे हाते तोत्र श्यामल सुंदर अर्जुनेर कहितेछे हित उपदेश तारे देखी हय मोर आनंद आवेश यावत पडो तावत पड तार दर्शन येई लागी गीता पाठ ना छाडे मोर मन. And another one verse is from the Vaishnaviya Tantra Sar, which I heard in the lectures of Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. That also will recite. These 3 verses are from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and this is from Sri Vaishnaviya Tantra Sar. Sartham Arjuna Syadau Kuruvan Gitamritam Dadau Lokatrayopakaraya Tasmai Krishnatmane Namaha. So now we'll recite the verses of Bhagavad Gita. He has sent me. I will open that. प्रकृतिस्थो हि भुङ्क्ते प्रकृति जान गुणान् कारणं गुणसङ्गस्य सद् असद् योनिजन्मसु. You recite translation also or just verse, bro?
Just the shlokas.
Just the shlokas. Somebody can follow them.
So these recitation ones we go through all together by reciting on mute.
After that, you follow.
No, we like, together only we. I mean, we used to do that. That we used to sing along with Prabhuji only, verse by verse, on mute. Yes.
Okay.
And for regular classes shlokas, Prabhuji used to recite, and we used to follow that. One person volunteer used to follow that shloka.
Yes.
He used to recite like that.
Okay. Okay. उपद्रष्टा अनुमंता च भर्ता भोक्ता महेश्वरः परमात्मेति चापि उक्तो देहेऽस्मिन् पुरुषः परः. मां च यो व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीयेतान् ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते. सर्वस्य च अहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान् कृत्वेदविदेव चाहम्. डबल हो गया। सर्वस्य चहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वे अहमेव वेद्यो वेदान् कृत्वेदविदेव चाहम् ब्रह्मभूत प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम् भक्त्या माम् अभिजानाति यावन्यश्चास्मि तत्त्वतः ततो मां तत्त्वतो ज्ञात्वा विशते तद् अनन्तरम् मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि सत्यं ते प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुच। Hare Krishna. So all of you in this study of Bhagavad Gita till now have completed the first 12 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So anybody of you can tell what you have learned in first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita in just 1 or 2 sentences. If you want to tell somebody, who doesn't know anything about Bhagavad Gita, then what you will tell if he asks you what is there in first 6 chapters? Whatever according to whatever you have understood by learning first 6 chapters, what you have understood from Bhagavad Gita till now. Somebody, anything? Give try. Nobody will give you punishment if you go wrong.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Yes, Prabhu, yes. Tell me.
This is Vaikunt Bihari Das.
Yes, Prabhu.
So in the first chapter there is a Vishnad Yoga. Arjuna was having the suspicion, means doubts about his doubts he cleared from the Lord. The second chapter then is connected with the Lord tells Arjuna about that dehinosminitha dehe kaumaram yavan jara tatha dehantaram prapti dhirastatna muhite. He describes about the soul, about the relationship, and then regarding the karma yoga, 3 types of karma: vikarma, akarma, and karma. And then while doing karma, the fruits we can nishkam bhakti, like we can offer the fruits to the Lord. Little hint if you'll give, I'll be able to speak.
Yeah, correct. You are going on the track, but you are mentioning the everything. And you came what, like you might have heard that first 6 chapters there are 3 subjects, and they are divided in 3 sections. What
Yes,
they call for first 6 chapters, what is the name they give?
Karma yoga.
Karma yoga, correct. You came to that point, you came
Yeah.
till 3rd chapter. You came, you told that about Nishkam Karma Yoga. So whatever you have told, that is correct. So as you told that first, I ask you that summarize first 6 chapters in 1 or 2 sentences. So then many acharyas or many senior devotees, they have summarized these 6 chapters and they give title it as in 1 word only, and that is Karma Yoga. And devotees tells that Krishna has especially summarized. Krishna has not summarized. We are summarizing Krishna's words here. We can summarize the Krishna's words of first 6 chapters. In there, Krishna mentions how karma leads to bhakti. So that's why our many devotees they tell that Prabhupada is not wrong. while giving Krishna consciousness and bhakti in his purport directly, although Krishna is not mentioning there, because the purpose of Krishna that Prabhupada has given in his purport. Prabhupada knows what is the Krishna's purpose when he is speaking the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna wants to conclude in a conclusion that how this karma prescribed duty, especially the karma means here default meaning is nishkama karma. And this nishkama karma, it has the effect of purifying our heart and how ultimately it leads to bhakti. So that is the Krishna's conclusion, and that is the Krishna's purpose in speaking these words. And so that how we can summarize in 1 or 2 lines in entire 6 chapters. And after that, the sections which you have learned is in the chapter 7 to 12. And what is the subject of chapter 7 to 12?
It's Bhakti Yoga.
Yes, Bhakti Yoga. So there Krishna is directly mentioned about Bhakti. In that way, we can summarize that section. So similarly, and these now sections which we are going to study, which is that section, chapter 13 to chapter 18, 6 chapters. And this section is termed as which yoga?
Jnana Yoga.
Jnana Yoga. So like in first 6 chapters, Krishna has mentioned Karma Yoga. There we summarize that karma, how karma is leading to bhakti. And similarly, in this section, what acharyas have titled as Jnana Yoga. So what will be here in this section?
From Jnana Yoga to Bhakti Yoga, how we will reach?
How Jnana leads to Bhakti Yoga. How the Jnana leads to Bhakti Yoga. There, karma led to Bhakti Yoga in first 6 chapters. Yes. So this is the summary of our 13 to 18 chapters, which we are now going to study. So correct? This much is clear to everybody? Yeah. We'll go ahead here. So now, till now, what you have seen, like first chapter, after first chapter, second chapter came. Then how it came that first chapter, Krishna is sorry, in first chapter Krishna has not spoken. First chapter Arjuna is giving the reasons. He started giving the reason. He has given 5 reasons why he cannot
fight.
So for that he has given 5 reasons. So 4 reasons he has completed in first chapters, and 5th reason he has given in second chapter. So after that second chapter, then Krishna spoke the concept of soul, and then after that he came to Karma Yoga, and there he mentioned there is Arjuna got confused between the working and not working, and then there is some connection. And then third chapter began with Arjuna's question, and then there is a sequence connection. Every chapter or every Arjuna's question is coming from the words of Krishna before what he has spoken. But speciality of now 13 chapter is also beginning with what? Arjuna's question. But now this time speciality is that this time Arjuna's question is not based on previous thing. What Krishna has mentioned previously in 12th chapter, 11th chapter, not on that. This time something special. So what is speciality this time? That Arjuna was living in a Vedic culture, in a Vedic atmosphere. So many Vedic terms he has heard from, he studied in the Gurukul, and the atmosphere was like that only. So he wants to understand that terms, based on the he wants to understand the Krishna's opinion on that terms. So for this, he asked the question in the first verse of Bhagavad Gita. So this time Arjuna's question is little special type, which is not based on the previous verse of Krishna. So this is how this 13th chapter has come up. So like then all of you know that Krishna inspires. So Arjuna, many times you have heard that Arjuna is asking question for whom? For himself or for whom he's asking question?
For us.
Common man.
For common man, correct. So he is asking question for, he is an instrument. Krishna wants to speak Bhagavad Gita and he is an instrument in Krishna's plan. So similarly, Krishna has a plan to speak about this section of Jnana Yoga. So Krishna has a plan to speak entire Bhagavad Gita, but in that Krishna has a plan to include this part in Bhagavad Gita, this section as one of the part of Bhagavad Gita. Then how we can come to this conclusion? Because Krishna himself has told in 12th chapter. What he has told in 12th chapter, 7th verse. The verse is Teshaham samuddharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami na chirat partha. Just I will. What is 12.7? Can somebody go? Verse is not here. तेषाहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्यु संसार सागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशित चेतसाम्. So Krishna has told here that Krishna तेषाहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्यु संसार सागरात्. And so for Krishna will save us and from this ocean of death, mrityu samsara sagara. And so how he will save us? By giving this knowledge, by giving this section of jnana. Like that he has mentioned in the 7th verse of 12th chapter. So now Krishna has promised before in 12th chapter that he will save us by giving the jnana. So now he is giving that jnana in chapter 13 to 18. So this is the Krishna's plan. And Acharya mentions this. So this is the Krishna's plan to speak on this section of jnana. So that's why Krishna has inspired us, Arjuna to ask this question. And as Arjuna is an instrument in speaking Bhagavad Gita. So now somebody may have question. So everything we do is bhakti is a conclusion of that thing, like first 6 chapters. So what is the conclusion there? Although it is titled as Karma Yoga, and karma is leading to bhakti. So everything is ultimately leading to bhakti, and in between bhakti is there. And so at the last, jnana is also leading to bhakti. So whatever is leading to anything, then that Krishna might have kept at the last. Everything is leading to bhakti. Then this bhakti section, Krishna, when we speak, so what bhakti is the conclusion that we understand, that we understood what Krishna has spoken. Then why Krishna has not spoken about bhakti at the end? Why he has spoken in the middle? You might have heard this previously.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can answer this question.
Yes, tell me, Prabhuji.
See,
Krishna
Bhakti
has
is
kept
the
it middle.
most precious. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Bhakti Yoga is the most precious. So, like if any golden article, we keep it in a dibbi, in a dabba or dibbi. Then we keep it in between lower lid and the upper lid. Bhakti is the most precious. That is why it is kept in the middle.
Yes, very correct. And this is the reason Acharya they give. So bhakti is the most precious things, and especially Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur give this reason. So that's why Krishna wants to protect the bhakti. That's why he has kept in between, between the karma and jnana. So in because Krishna wants to protect that. Another thing, just a minute, computer got hanged. 1 minute. Sorry. So another reason Acharya mentioned. So this jnana helps us in increasing our attachment to Krishna and especially the detachment from Maya. So all of you might have heard that these jnani people, they are very intellectual and they are very vairagi and they are very detached. And this you might have heard before that these jnani, they speculate mentally and they are very detached. So this, especially this section, help us in increasing our detachment from Maya and increasing our attachment to Krishna. Because what happens, this jnana, Krishna is speaking in a such a way that it leads to bhakti. So it is increasing our attachment to Krishna also. We'll understand when we go through this section. So how this jnana becomes the part of devotion. And we understand that anything without bhakti, if it doesn't have any trace of bhakti, then what it becomes? It becomes useless. So that's why Krishna has mentioned this beginning section as a karma yoga, jnana yoga, because jnana and karma, they are useless according to Krishna. If bhakti, no, if there is not any trace of bhakti in it, we cannot achieve the results which we are meant to achieve by practicing karma or jnana. If there is not any trace of bhakti or there is not any limb of bhakti. So this is about the section of bhakti. Uh, this is section of dhyana and how it is related to bhakti. So now we'll begin the first shloka. This is the introduction to our jnana section. And just I will slow the shloka. So now Prabhupada has combined the two shlokas, first two shloka. In that first shloka is spoken by Krishna, and another shloka, second shloka is sorry, first shloka is spoken by Arjuna, and second shloka is spoken by Krishna. And so first two shlokas will recite. Arjuna uvacha prakritim purusham chaiva kshetram kshetrajnameva cha एतद्वेदितुम् इच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय क्षेत्रम् इति अभिधीयते एतद्यो वेति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदुः. What is the meaning? Can somebody volunteer to read? Somebody else apart from Shrikant?
May I, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Translation. Arjuna said, "O my dear Krishna, I wish to know about Prakriti, nature, Purusha, the enjoyer, and the knower of the field and of knowledge and the object of knowledge." The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "This body, O son of Kunti, is called the field, and one who knows this body is called the knower of the field."
Thank you, Mataji. So, as I mentioned, that this section is beginning with Arjuna's question. So, in first verse, Arjuna has asked six questions. So, what are the six questions we can understand here from translation? So, what Arjuna is asking, my dear Krishna, I wish to know about Prakriti. This is Arjuna's first question. So, what is Prakriti? This is Arjuna's first question. And then second is what is Purusha? And then third is what is the field? And fourth is what is the who is the knower of field? And then fifth is what is the knowledge? And sixth is what is the object of knowledge? So Arjuna has asked these six questions. And before I have told that this question, particularly this question of Arjuna, is based on whatever he has heard in his surrounding in Vedic setting. So Arjuna might have heard about Prakriti, Purusha, and field means Kshetra, the word Sanskrit word in the verse, and the knower of the field, Kshetrajna, and Jnanam, and Ajnana, and in object of knowledge, Jnayam. And these are the six words which Arjuna has used in his question. So naturally, after the Arjuna's question, what will happen? Krishna will start answering Arjuna's question. Then in second verse, Krishna started speaking and answering Arjuna's question. Then what Krishna is answering? This body, O son of Kunti, means Arjuna, is the field. And he has started answering which question? Arjuna's third question, the field. Correct? So what is the answer? Arjuna's question is, what is the field? Third question. So Acharyas have not mentioned anything about why Krishna, instead of answering Arjuna's first question, first he started answering Arjuna's which question? Third question. So not any specific mention about his sequence of answering Arjuna's question. But the same question is asked to Bhurijan Prabhu. And what Bhurijan Prabhu told that Krishna, this is the analysis of Bhurijan Prabhu. So he mentions there that Krishna might be thinking in his mind that it will be easy for Arjuna to understand in this particular sequence. So that's why Krishna might have chosen this sequence. Like that, Prabhuji answers this question. So why Krishna is not answering in a way in which Arjuna has asked? He has different way for answers. So Bhurijan Prabhu gives his opinion in that Krishna might have thought Arjuna can understand in this way better. So that's why Krishna started with the question number 3. What is the field? And what is the Sanskrit word for that? Kshetra. So Krishna started answering what is the Kshetra. So what is the answer he gives? This body is a Kshetra, is the field. And one who knows this body is the knower of the field. Knower, what is the question? Fourth question. Who is the knower of the field? So then how many questions Krishna answered in this verse? 2 questions. Question number 3 and question number 4. Who, what is Kshetra and who is Kshetrajna? So this body is a Kshetra and the knower of the body is a Kshetrajna. Knower of the field. Knower of the body is the knower of the field. So as we have decided, our studying approach is that we'll read all the words of Prabhupada. So we'll begin big purport, but we'll read. Or can I just summarize the? We'll read. We have decided. Can somebody volunteer? Otherwise, I will just read and along with that, I will mention what points Prabhupada mentioned here. So Prabhupada starts his purport. So in beginning, his main point is his body is the field, which Krishna has mentioned. So he mentions regarding that body is the kshetra. So Arjuna was inquisitive about Prakriti, Purusha, and Kshetra, Kshetrajna, knowledge, and the object of knowledge. Inquisitive. Inquisitive means I told that these are 6 questions. Inquisitive means jidnyasa. And he wants to know about that something. And about this, answer to these 6 questions. Same, whatever is there in translation, Prabhupada repeated here. When he inquired, when he asked about all these 6 questions, Arjuna said that this body is called, sorry, Krishna said, and Krishna is now giving answer. Krishna said that this body is called the field. Krishna has started answering, and this body is the field. Same point till now, whatever translation is there, Prabhupada has given. That one who knows this body is called the knower of the field. Same translation, and already explained. This body is the field of activity for the conditioned soul. And now something new is coming. And this body is the field, and in another word, same point is coming. Krishna has told body is the field. For the whom it is there. Now Prabhupada is mentioning this body is the field for whom? Conditioned soul. Okay. Everybody knows what is conditioned soul. The soul who is means who has not perfected, who is under the influence of Maya, is not completely under bhakti, he's the not started practicing completely with complete faith. He has not taken up bhakti process. Before that, soul, conditioned soul, is entrapped in material existence. He attempts to lord it over material nature because he considers body is the field. That's why he attempts to try to lord it over material nature. And so, according to his capacity, so according to whatever strength he has in his body, according to his capacity, he dominate his material nature. And that's why every people has different capacity to dominate this material nature, and because they have different body, that's why they have different capacity to dominate this material nature. He gets a field of activity. So according to the field of activity means according to the body, people dominate material nature. This we understood here. The field of activity is the body. And what is the body? Now another point Prabhupada told you that now what is there in the body? In body, what is there? Senses are there, and a conditioned souls. Now understanding of conditioned soul. Conditioned soul wants to enjoy sense gratification, and according to his capacity to enjoy sense gratification, he is offered a body or a field of activity. And for conditioned soul, for what purpose he is using his body? For sense gratification. And according to his capacity, he is doing sense gratification. Therefore, the body is called kshetra. For his body is said, or the field of activity, or the conditioned soul. Now, the person who shouldn't identify himself with the body is called kshetrajna. Now Prabhupada is telling about another type of soul. Previously he told about conditioned soul, now liberated soul. So what is liberated soul? So now the person who should not identify, he is not identifying with the body, and conditioned soul is identifying with the body. And who is that person who is not identifying? He is the kshetrajna, knower of the field. So it is not very difficult to understand the difference between the field and its knower, the body. the knower of the body and the knower of the body. So what this Kshetrajna knows, like he is different from the body. And he knows that he is the knower of the body and body is different from him. And what is the understanding of conditioned soul? Like he thinks body as a self. So this is the difference between conditioned soul and liberated soul. Conditioned souls, what he does, he identifies with his own body, his kshetra. And what liberated soul does, that he identifies something different from the body. He is not the body, he is not the kshetra. This much we understood till now. We'll go ahead. Any person can consider that from childhood to old age, he undergoes so many changes of the body. So now Prabhupada is explaining what is explaining. So to understand we are not the body is very by common sense we can understand we are not the body. For this he is giving the reason. So our body is constantly changing from childhood to old age and so many changes. Still one person remaining. Still we are one. And thus there is a difference between the knower and the field of activities and the actual field of activities. And so field of activities which appears to be field of activities and there are actual field of activities. Any living conditioned soul can thus understand that he is different from the body. So it is very easy to understand we are not the body. Just by experience, we can understand this. It is described in the beginning, Dehinosmi, in second chapter also, Krishna has mentioned the same philosophy, Prabhupada telling. And verse also he has told, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram acharet yatha. That the living entity is within the body and the body is changing from childhood to boyhood and from boyhood to youth and from youth to old age, and the person who owns the body knows the body is is changing. And in case of conditioned soul he's thinking, he's telling a Prabhupada that person is changing means the conditioned soul's understanding is like this. Like, along with the body, he is changing because he considers himself as a body. The owner is distinctly Kshetrajna, but Kshetrajna is different. Sometimes we think I am happy, I am a man, I am a woman, I am a dog, I am a cat. These are the bodily designations of the knower. So at that time, this knower, what he is identifying with the bodily conditions. But the knower is different from the body. Although we may use many articles, our cloth, etc., we know that we are different from the things we use. Yes. Another point from the common sense Prabhupada is giving, and a common logic, and not based on the Shastra. Just by experience, we can understand that, like, we do not identify with our clothes. Why we are identifying with our body, which is also temporary. The duration is more. Similarly, we also understand by little contemplation, just by analysis of our surrounding, if we contemplate that, then we are different from the body. I or you or anyone else who knows the body is called Kshetrajna, the knower of the field of activity. And the body is called Kshetra, the field of activity itself. Now Prabhupada has given the conclusion. So everybody's body is different. And the person is Kshetrajna and the body is Kshetra. This is the conclusion Prabhupada has given here. So till now, what point Prabhupada has mentioned? First, he mentioned the points from the translation, whatever translation was there. Then after that, he mentioned that body is the field of activity for whom? Body is the field of activity for whom?
Soul.
Conditioned souls.
Conditioned soul. And then after that, Prabhupada mentioned about liberated soul. And what is the understanding of the liberated soul? Somebody can tell? When I
We are
share,
not
I cannot see the devotee. Yeah, we are different from the body. That is the understanding of the liberated soul. These point Prabhupada mentioned. And after that, he mentioned some points from the common sense and how we can see that we are not the body. We are different from the body. And one philosophical reference he gave, that is second chapter from second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is Dehinosmin Yatha Dehi? Till now, this much Prabhupada has spoken in his purport. So now time is over. So all of you can ask anything, any question you have not understood, something is unclear, and somewhere you got confused. And so what I will do, I will use these 2 hours completely uh, for teaching, and in between also you can ask question if anybody has any question, and at the end I'm totally available for the question and answer. If you can ask your question at the end, then that will be, we can cover up more in 2 hours. So today is our first, so a lot of time we spent being comforting each other, so we can go fast from tomorrow. So anybody has any question, they can ask. Others, they can leave if they have any service. We can stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.